What's up, everybody? You're listening to Back to the Future. This is the podcast where we talk about films and entertainment. My name is Joseph.
And I'm Edward.
Today, we're going to be talking about Army of the Dead, directed by Zack Snyder, co-written by Zack Snyder. I don't know who else was the other writer.
Don't matter.
You didn't pay attention.
No. Oh, because I didn't pay attention because like we were talking about. So right off the bat, you were talking about how it tells a story in the credits. So really, I wasn't even paying attention to the hell were in the credits. You know what I mean?
Oh, the
slow
the
motion
opening sequence. Yeah.
So I didn't even pay attention.
Oh, you didn't pay attention?
I mean, not to the credits, but I was watching.
That's okay. I got it. You were paying attention to the opening story. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not to the credits. I mean, nobody really does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like about Zack Snyder, that everyone, he loves slow motion, which he does, but, I mean, he uses it well. Yeah, but the opening credits were awesome. Like, it told, like, a little mini story of, like, how the residents did whatever they did. I don't know if they were already soldiers. I don't think they were soldiers, right?
I don't know what the deal was. It just
I don't think they were soldiers.
Yeah, like I think like the very first woman, I think she just kind of like adapted to what was going on and to survive type of thing.
She was like the unofficial leader of the group, or she was the official leader of the group or whatever.
Yeah.
She was looking for her daughter, and they found her a little too late.
I know her legs like rolled up like on the Wizard of Oz. That thing fell on her.
Oh yeah, which is kind of ironic because spoiler alert. What's his name? What's Dave Bautista's character?
Oh, his name? I don't know.
So Bautista's character is like also with his daughter trying to like get her back in the movie, and he becomes like the new leader of the group or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what he did. What was he? Special Forces or something?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think any of them were like soldiers or anything.
They just had some kind of connection.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think they just were like in Las Vegas when that happened, and they survived, and they became kind of like a zombie killer.
Group.
Yeah, a group of like zombie killers.
Uh-huh.
But which is cool because we just like skipped the whole like zombies taking over phase, which most movies, talk about.
Yeah, and like I was telling you, so the reason I watched this movie, not only was people were talking about it online and giving spoilers away, and I was like, I was debating whether to watch or not because, like I told you, I was like, I had stopped watching The Walking Dead. I just felt like it was a dead horse, and I was like, I was like, I don't know if I would care for a zombie movie, but no. And then I was at work and I had time to watch it, and I started watching it, and it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. Zack Snyder kind of reinvented the wheel, I didn't realize this, but he's actually the guy who kind of spawned off the whole zombie genre with Day of the Dead, right?
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. And based off of the success of that film, then that's when they like whatever AMC was like, oh, let's adapt The Walking Dead into a TV show and stuff like that.
Oh, I got you. I don't know, but
and then of course all these other zombie movies.
Yeah, I did like I was thinking at first I wanted a reason why the zombies were there, but then I was like, I guess it doesn't even matter. Like, how did you become a zombie? Because I was like, well, even The Walking Dead doesn't even tell you how they become zombies. I don't know if any zombie movie tells you how zombies start.
Yeah, so I don't know if you watched that video that was it shared in the discussion group? We're part of a Facebook movie discussion group, and Chief posted this video, and it's kind of like I wouldn't say spoilers, but it just like talks about all these like Easter eggs, and it was a really good video. And in part of the Easter eggs, were part of the theory that people are theorizing is that they were actually aliens that came down from space, because where else would they come from?
Yeah.
But it was aliens that like put the zombies there, or maybe they're experimenting on humans, or that's why they're like that one zombie was like an alpha.
Yeah, he couldn't die for like a good while.
Yeah, he was just like an alpha zombie, or like he was smarter, and he had like blue blood, so he was like different. I was also reading Zack Snyder, so he actually developed this like right after he did Dawn of the Dead. And it's not meant to be like a sequel or a prequel, or has like it's like a zombie movie, but it's like takes place in another universe.
Okay,
they're not in the same universe, which is pretty interesting. But that's why these zombies, they have like blue blood, the smart ones, and stuff like that.
Well, I was thinking because like if you remember I Am Legend, there's like the zombies that like or like I don't even know if those were considered zombies. Anyways, but there's like one that's kind of smart
Hmm.
that and that's what I was thinking of. I was like, oh, it's kind of like I Am Legend, where there's like one who kind of like runs the show type of thing.
Maybe. I know I Am Legend was actually adapted from another movie called Omega Man,
Oh,
which Omega is the Greek letter, or it's like it means something in Greek for like the last. So Alpha is the first, and Omega would be the last, or beginning and end.
yeah. I didn't see that video that you're talking about that was posted, but I did see like the little, what do you call it? A little screenshot of before you click the video.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and
Thumbnail.
yeah, the thumbnail, and it had like that guy from Power. I guess he was talking about how his tattoo, and then the main zombie. I don't know if there's a
Oh yeah,
connection.
yeah, he had the Omega tattoo.
Okay, yeah. That I mean, I got that just from that picture, but I didn't watch the video.
Yeah, they were just saying like, so they were saying he had that like Omega tattoo, but it could have been like, cause he, like at the beginning he's showing like a picture, so he belonged to like a fraternity. They saying he
Oh,
could have. They're saying he could have because he went to some
mm-hmm.
university over there in Las Vegas or whatever, and that he could have been part of that fraternity. That's why he had that Omega thing. But also, he was like the last survivor, so he's like the end, but
Mm-hmm.
also could be possibly the beginning because it seemed very open ended when the way the movie ended.
Yeah, because like the movie starts off, they pretty much the ending and beginning are the same.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know like where the first one came from, and it ends where it's like, oh, okay, this is obviously what happened in the beginning. I was like, oh, interesting.
How it spread. Yeah, it was cool, man. It was a fun movie. I didn't have. I'll be honest. Like I had low expectations, and so I think maybe that helped with it. But it's fun. It's like action packed. It's a genre of. It blends a lot of different genres. You have your zombie genre. You have your heist genre. You have your um, I don't know, like end of the world type shit or whatever.
Yeah. What really got me invested into it was, I guess you would call it, like you said, the heist, because I love bank robbery movies, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. Like, because I'm not saying it's plausible, but the fact that someone's like, hey, I've already got my insurance money, the actual money's still in there if you want to go get it. And I'm
Right.
like, oh, you know what? Because a casino has money, obviously. And I was like, oh, that does sound, act like it could happen.
Yeah.
Besides the zombie part.
Yeah, and that's the other thing in most heist films. It's like they're trying to like get around like security guards and police officers, and they're trying to get around like flesh eating zombies. So that adds another element to it. There's a lot of cool things too. I don't know if you noticed in one scene, and I noticed it in this video that we were talking about discusses it. But there's a scene where they're shooting at him, and one of the zombies it looks like a robot zombie. Yeah, so they shoot him in the head and like sparks kind of fly.
Oh, isn't that the main one is wearing a helmet?
No, 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 it's just like a random zombie.
Oh,
And if I don't know if you noticed, some of their eyes glow blue.
I didn't pay that close of
So
attention.
there's like I noticed like one time, but then in the video I was talking about another scene where this other zombie is like his eyes are glowing blue. And I was like, "What the fuck, dude? Like that wire? Like I was like, is that a robot? Because it looks like a robot. If you go back and watch it, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's a robot zombie. And then you wonder, like I thought it was gonna like explain itself in the movie, but it never did. And then you have to like do some digger deeping, digger deeping,
Dig deeper.
dig deeper. Excuse me. And they are robot zombies, but Zack Snyder said it's either he didn't like confirm either one, but he just said it's either the government created like robot zombies to spy on them, or the aliens created the
Oh, okay.
robot zombies. So,
Yeah, I would have totally missed that unless you told me.
but it's crazy. It's just like in there, and it's like, what the fuck? Like
Yeah, it has no explanation.
no explanation
Yeah,
whatsoever.
that's interesting. And then also, I mean, like I said, the reason I watched this because people were talking about it on the internet. And what did you think about that time loop that one character was talking about?
Oh,
Because it was interesting because one of these like dead zombies, they have like the little same exact necklace.
all of them did.
Oh, they all had it?
So one of them had the necklace from the girl. The pilot, she was wearing like a blue flannel. Like one of those dead ones had a blue flannel under their like uniform thing. And then Batista, he wears that like scarf, that red scarf
yeah?
thing. One of them had a red scarf. So if you go back and
Okay.
watch it, you'll see. So they all like are wearing their clothes.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I thought that was gonna go somewhere too, but I mean, it's kind of like a loop, but not necessarily a time loop.
Right. Who knows?
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff that it's unexplained.
It's cool. I like it because like you could just tell Netflix like did what they always do, and they're just like, here's a shitload of money, do whatever you want to do. We're gonna leave you alone. And so another thing that happened is like I don't know if you noticed the cinematography is like real blurry. It's called shallow depth of field, just like kind of a lot of out of focus stuff.
Yeah.
So Zack Snyder actually is the director or director of photography slash cinematographer. They mean the same thing. He was a cinematographer on this movie as well as the director. So if you like watch like the behind the scenes featurette, he's actually like filming the thing. Like he did all the cinematography, and they had these. He bought these like old Canon lenses. They're called like dream lenses off eBay. He said,
Okay.
and they have like really shallow depth of field.
You know, real quick, I heard. I mean, not to throw you off, but I heard that people were complaining that they saw dead pixels. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, people were saying that it was they thought it was dead pixels from, and then he's saying no, it's my lenses, but then he's also saying like that's how I wanted to shoot it because you're talking about the blur. He's saying that that's how it was supposed to be shot.
Yeah. Yeah. So the lenses, they're super shallow, really like it's hard to like nail focus. So there's like a lot of stuff was like out of focus, but it is at the end of the day was an artistic choice because he did choose the lenses and he was like, this is how I want this movie to look like. He wanted it to give this like dreamy look feel to it. I don't know. I don't know if there's any dead pixels. I didn't see any. I doubt it. I mean, he was using like red like 8K red cameras that shoot like really badass high, like they're like large sensor formats. I think this is actually his first time shooting digital.
Oh, really?
I believe that's what the featurette that I watched said.
I figured Justice League would have been digital, but
I think he shot that on film.
Oh.
Well, it was in that 4:3 aspect ratio.
oh, that's right.
His version.
Oh yeah, his version. I was going to tell you. Speaking of Netflix giving them a bunch of money, Zack Snyder said that he had to spend a lot of money to wipe out. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Chris D'Elia.
Chris D'Elia.
D'Elia?
Yeah, the comedian.
Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, I saw on social media. It was like, yeah, it was like Dave Bautista still hasn't yet to meet that lady who was the helicopter driver or the pilot. And I was like, I didn't understand. I was like, because I was watching the movie and I was like, well, he's interacting with her, so obviously he was talking to someone or thought someone was there. And then I was like, oh, there was someone there. They wiped him out, digitally put her in. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that took
Well,
a while.
yeah. I mean, they decided to take him out of the movie because of like that.
Yeah, he had some
sexual
kind of
allegations, and they were like kudos to Netflix because they were like right away. He was just like, yeah, let's get him out of like we don't want him. Let's get him out of the movie. It's gonna cost a lot of money, and Netflix is like, do whatever you need to do. So that's another cool thing. They're just like, I like that. I like that they're giving filmmakers like license to do whatever they want.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I wonder how far along. Like, did they complete the movie and then they're like, hey, we gotta. Oh, they did.
They finished the
Wow.
whole movie. Yeah.
And they just totally wiped them out.
And they had they spent 2 weeks refilming all of her scenes and digitally just to film her scenes. I don't know how long it took to like digitally put her back in the movie.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And if you watch it, like you can tell some of the things you're like, oh yeah, she looks like
Yeah, she looks like she's not supposed to be there.
like
you know.
digitally put in or whatever.
Yeah.
But also that's why the shallow depth of field, those blurry lenses kind of came into play too, because like a lot of the background is out of focus, so it's easier to just like throw another blurry body back there.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
At least I would think it would. I don't know.
Now, so obviously we've said a couple of spoilers. Can I just talk about like what one that I felt like wasn't necessary?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so in the movie, the crew, Dave Bautista and his crew, they're told like, hey, about the whole insurance money, but the real purpose that they want to go in there is they want to take the head of what would you call her, like not his wife, the queen, pretty much. So they want the head of this queen zombie because they want her blood and they want to use it and develop some kind of, I guess, the army of zombies.
Right. Yeah.
But I was like, why didn't they just say that in the first place and then be like, hey, I'm gonna give you money. I just need the head of this one.
Yeah, because then there wouldn't have been a movie.
Yeah. Oh, I get that, but that was like one little complaint I had.
They
But
would have just easily gone in, fucking killed her, chopped her head off.
yeah, because she's like the first one that comes up when you enter that territory.
Yeah. Or when he got her head, he could have just left.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, you know how they came in through that little gate thing? He could have just walked back out through that one.
That's true too.
And just be like, okay, I'm out of here. If you guys want that money, get the money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of plot holes in this movie. But like I said, I kind of just like overlooked them because I was just like, I had low expectations.
Yeah.
Like, this is just gonna be. This is very like plot. How would I put this? Like everything. Like it's just like a domino effect. So all these like things have to happen in order to like to get from point A to point B, which is like very like screenwritery, you know. It's not like a Richard Linklater film where they're like walking around the fucking park just talking for 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, it's very like your summer blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
You know,
sure.
if you like those, you're gonna like this movie.
Yeah.
And because, like you were saying, the big plot holes. There's that one character at the end. He comes out of the safe, this unbreakable safe, and yet he gets out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I was like, what? How did you?
yeah, I was just like, okay, the movie's almost over. Let's see what he does with all this money.
And then also radiation.
Oh
like,
yeah, was it radioactive?
Yeah, I mean they nuked it.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
so like there's.
I just thought it was missiles or
There's
whatever.
gonna be some radiation. Now they dropped a nuclear bomb on Las Vegas and blew it up.
Okay, so that gets me to another point that we talked about. So there's another little story within the movie where Batista's daughter, she's looking for this woman who she went to the other side, which the other side is inside Las Vegas because there's like a little, what would you call it? Like a little camp. Anyway, so she went inside there to try and get money from the casinos, and I guess you use that to buy your way out of that camp type of thing. So the whole movie, Batista's daughter is like, she's trying to find this woman. It's very important to her. Batista sacrifices himself pretty much to give his daughter money to get them out. But then they're in a helicopter crash, and you never hear or see from her again.
Yeah.
So it was like, if she's dead, that was all a waste.
She was a MacGuffin.
What was that?
So it was like it's a term that was coined back in one of what's his name? The dude who directed Psycho. Sorry.
Alfred Hitchcock?
Alfred Hitchcock. I'm sorry.
I didn't know if you meant the old one or the new one.
I mean, you got it right. Sorry, guys. You know, we get a brain fart when we're on the show. We forget facts. Alfred Hitchcock used this. It's like a plot device, basically.
Okay.
And it's important to the plot, but it's really like the details of it aren't important. So it's like, oh, we got to get these codes to a missile, but it's like, it's just like, cool. That's like what's driving the plot, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's this lady who's like, oh, we got to get this lady. I want to save her for her kids. And it's just like, that's what's driving the story.
I got you.
But like, she doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I can't remember what movie it was, but we can look it up. It's called the MacGuffin or something like that.
We'll check
I hope
that out.
I'm saying it right. But and now a lot of movies use it, and it's just like it's called it's like a plot device. Like it's just something like it's like a bomb. We gotta get these nukes that the terrorists stole, and that's like the goal of the movie. And it's like whether they get them or not doesn't matter because it's like the journey of the film that's more important.
I got you.
So yeah, it's
just to move the plot along.
Move the plot along. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I mean, I enjoyed it. I wasn't like, I think I was kind of like you. I was just like, I'm just gonna watch it. I'm tired of seeing all the spoilers on the internet. Watched it, enjoyed it. Probably won't watch it again, but
yeah,
it was worth a watch.
Same. I just watched. So if anyone on Netflix, they actually do a making of that's how I knew all these little behind the scene facts. It's like 28 minutes long. So
making of this movie,
making of Army of the Dead.
Oh wow,
Army.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so yeah, it's on Netflix. Check that out too. It's pretty interesting if you like that kind of stuff.
Is it just like Netflix originals that they're showing making ofs?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
Because I saw Master of None season 3 came out. And I watched the first episode. I haven't watched the rest. but they're doing something different. Like Aziz Ansari, kind of like he's still very much involved with the show. Like he wrote and directed all these episodes, but he's stepping away from being the main character. So they actually like pivoted to the lesbian girl who's his friend. She's now the main character of the show, and it follows like her life and her like she's married, and dude, it's pretty cool. Like, and the way they filmed it, I really like the way they filmed it. It's very different, very slow paced. It's like I think they shot on like a 16 millimeter camera, and you could tell it looks like film.
Okay.
And it's like every shot's like a tripod shot. There's none of this like tracking or crazy movement. It's just very old school, like bare bones kind of filmmaking. But I like it. It's very much appreciated, especially in my book. And Aziz does make an appearance. His character Dev comes back in the first episode. Like they're having like a little dinner date, and dude, it is so awkward. Like, so they have this fucked up like dinner where everything's fine, and then him and his girl start fighting in front of like I think her name's Denise, the main character now, and her wife, and it's just like an awkward fight, dude. And then it leads to them kind of like him having a one-on-one with her, and she's all, and then like basically, so if I don't know if you ever watched Master of None, like
I saw the first. I think I started the first season. I never finished it.
his character is like an actor and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
And so now he's like not even an actor, like he's just some fucking like camera. He's like an assistant to the assistant in the accounting department on like NCIS or something. And
Oh, so his acting career didn't pan out.
yeah, it didn't pan out, and his
okay.
like obviously the girl he was like ended on season 2 with, he's not with anymore because this is like a totally different chick, and like you just find out his life went to crap, which is unique. I'm just like, why did you do that to that character? Like, and I know, like, I don't know why he stepped away, because he came back. He did, like he had his little, I don't want to put it in quotation marks because I don't know the extent of it, but he kind of had like this sexual, I wouldn't even say it was an assault, but it was like this girl was just saying that he was like super aggressive when they went on a date and stuff like that. And there was like a whole article about it. It was like some chick.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, and like I don't know him personally, but I think the guy's a good guy, and like maybe he did go too far with the girl because they were on a date, and I read the article, and there's a lot of stuff in there, and like I said, I'm not dismissing that chick or what she said happened, because like it's maybe he did go too far, right? I wasn't there, I don't know. But like I said, I think he's a good guy, and he maybe he did make a mistake, and he got another Netflix special. And he took some time away, like he disappeared for like a year or two, and then he came back and he did his special, and he addresses that whole situation. And then, he came back for Netflix was like, whenever you want to do season 3, we're here. So, I mean, there was like 2 years in between Master of None season 2 and this one, but I guess he just didn't want to be the main character anymore. So,
Oh, I got you. That's cool.
yeah, I respect that. So he directed the episodes and stuff.
Aziz Ansari. I did see that stand-up special though. I don't remember it that well. Wasn't it like in black and white in New York or something?
No, but it was shot on film.
Oh, so it wasn't black and white? Oh, for some
It
reason.
was directed by Spike Jonze.
Okay. For some reason in my head, I see it as black and white. You sure not even the beginning or nothing?
No, I think it's
okay. I'll take your word for it.
Maybe, but I know it was shot on film, which is like weird because like most like comedy specials aren't shot on film.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Master of None season 3, I like it. I'm gonna watch it. So
I got you.
We'll see how it goes.
Did you watch anything else?
Well, last week I did. I watched a lot of movies. Let me see. I watched this movie called Patterson I finished it. It was written and directed by Jim Jarmusch and starring Adam Driver. Very simple film. He's a poet, but he's an aspiring poet, and he's like a bus driver.
Oh, isn't this another zombie movie?
No.
Oh, that's a different one?
No, this is a different one.
Oh, okay.
Then I think after that one, they made a movie called Jim Jarmusch made a movie called The Dead Don't Die.
Okay.
And it's with Bill Murray, Adam Driver, Selena Gomez makes an appearance. So I watched it because after I was like, oh, it kind of was like, let me go on a little Jim Jarmusch kick. It was good. The movie had a message. I don't want to, go spoil it, but, the movie had a message. I liked it. It's not your typical zombie movie. Since we are harping on zombie films right now. It's good. I like Jim Jarmusch, great filmmaker.
Got you. I watched a lot of stuff, and I hate that because I come here and I'm like, what did I watch? But like, I watched a lot of stuff. But like recently, I watched this movie called Vivarium. I don't know if you've heard of
Oh
it.
yeah, with the birds, right?
It starts off with birds.
What's his name?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg.
And
That movie's so fucking stupid.
dude, I was like watching it. You know what threw me off though was the little boy. And did you watch all of it?
Yeah, he's like, "Mommy."
Yeah, but they give him like this weird like voice.
Yeah.
But it just reminded me a lot of like the Twilight Zone, and I love the Twilight Zone. So I think that's why I watched the whole thing. It was just like this couple stuck in this suburban like whatever you want to call it, and they can't get out of it. And I was like, that's interesting to me.
It was interesting, but the ending just ruined it because like they basically raised this guy to go and take the place of that other house
Another weirdo.
salesman who's gonna go and trap another couple to go raise the next little baby that's gonna take over his job.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, okay.
Well, it's because that whole the beginning. I like the beginning, the very very beginning where you see those birds that you're talking about, the cuckoo or
They
whatever.
explain the whole movie.
Yeah, pretty much because like I was like, oh, I didn't know that really happens in nature. I mean, I'm not surprised by it. So if anyone doesn't know what a cuckoo is, I guess so. It's basically like a shitty mom. She drops her kid off in someone else's house, and that kid like kicks out those kids
Birds.
or birds. I'm sorry, yes, birds. They're all birds. And a little and the one I saw, this other little bird raises that bird. But in comparison, it was like this huge bird in this small nest, and the mama's still trying to feed it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, because they throw the other birds out, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it knocks one little egg out, and then one egg actually hatches, and it throws that one out to you. But I don't know. I saw it, and I was like, oh, because you had sent me that the Social Network documentary, which I actually got to finish, which I really liked.
Nice, yeah.
And
right?
yeah, and so I was like, oh, I don't know. I had Jesse Eisenberg on my mind, and I was like, oh, here's Vivarium. I was like, I'll check it out.
There's like a scene. There's like that scene at the end that we were quoting with the Eduardo Saverin.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I just love that scene.
Yeah, and watching that documentary where he was like, I don't know Edward or Eduardo. I don't know him personally. I never got to meet him or talk to him. He's like, but I hope what I did serves him, or if his family sees it, or if his friends see it, or if he sees it, it does it justice.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Did you see all those laptops?
Yeah, there was like 15 like MacBooks just smashed, or probably more actually.
Yeah, they're just like ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they like just keep smashing them.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Did you see the house scene too? They had to keep like rebricking the.
Oh yeah, and they're out in LA.
Yeah, every time they broke it.
That was interesting because I mean I learned I had heard of David Fincher, but I guess he's very like he wants a lot of takes.
Yeah, he does like they said he'll shoot up to like 50 takes sometimes.
That's crazy. But I mean, that's why I was like, oh, I'm surprised Jesse Eisenberg, because if you've never seen The Social Network, he talks super fast, and I'm not gonna say like, well, I'll just say he says like a lot of big words, and for like an average person who doesn't normally talk like that, I would assume that's very hard to pull off and sound like you actually know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And to do it like 100 times or whatever, I'm like, wow.
He's just he's very I guess like the speech pattern they developed for that movie. He's not just condescending, but he's very argumentative, and also like he switches the conversation, the subject of the conversation. So like in the beginning when she's like they're talking, and she's just like, keeping up with these like we're in a race or whatever. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes you switch subjects so fast.
Yeah,
because he's talking about like the SATs in China, and then he's talking about geniuses, and then he's talking about his SAT scores, and
he's talking about rowing crew.
Yeah. So yeah, it's great, man. Aaron Sorkin's dialogue is, I think that's like some of the best executed dialogue.
and then I found out that he's actually in the movie. He plays one of the ad salesmen.
Is that a tisk?
Yeah.
It's more like a Guadal stop.
I like at the very end of that documentary where he's like, David Fincher's like, oh, you can finish making the movie.
He lets him direct the last scene.
Yeah, like one little final scene, and he does like 2 takes, and he's like, dude, if you don't do more takes, he's gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
So he did 2 more.
He's like, I think we got it, and they're just like, dude, if you don't do more, he's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds like me and you. I'd be like, I think we got it, and then and then you go back and look in the editing booth, and the shit's all like not even the same. It's
It's all
like,
out of focus.
yeah, like who left that Pepsi can in there? I'm like, oh my bad, dude. Just scrub it out.
Get it, fix it in post.
Yeah,
That's what they always say.
but that was a good little doc. I'm glad you sent that to me.
Cool, man. I'm glad you watched it. Yeah, I've been busy, dude. I've been watching movies at work again, basically, just to take my mind away from stuff, you know.
No, me too, dude. Well, they put me on the third shift and there's no one there. So, I mean, as long as I'm doing my work and
Yeah,
if I got some time, like I'll just watch something.
yeah. I get my work done, and I'm still watching movies, so it's all good. Crazy shit, but yeah. There's some other stuff I watched, but like you said, it was like last week, and I didn't write it down. I completely forgot about it.
Oh, Groundhog Day. I had never seen it. I'd seen pieces of it. Obviously, it's a huge, iconic movie, whatever you want to call it. I got to finally watch it, and I was like, oh, it wasn't bad.
Nice.
Like
yeah.
I told you, I'm little by little getting into Bill Murray. I'm not a huge fan like you, but I will watch his stuff.
I like his movies, man. He's a good actor.
But yeah, it was pretty good. And then that's when I was thinking, I was like, man, what did I tell you? I was like, dude, I could only imagine you. You wake up every day in the city of Austin's at your fucking fingertips. You're all, kill me. Oh, man.
You know, all your conversations with your coworkers. I was like, shit, I wouldn't even go to work if I knew I had to relive the same day over.
Yeah.
Fucking be at Barton Springs all day.
Hell yeah. You're all, this chick's going to jump in real quick. Let me just go save her.
Go rob a fucking bank and go buy a Ferrari and just drive it around town. Do all kinds of stupid shit.
Yeah, that was a good one too, man.
Yeah, Groundhog's Day, man. Classic film. I really enjoy it. What else, dude? I need to start writing these down. I'm getting old. My memory isn't what it used to be. We celebrated Ugo's birthday, dude.
Oh yeah. Ugo turned.
Shout out Ugo, happy birthday.
That was last week. That was a cool experience. Me and you both talked about how it was nice to be back in an actual movie theater. We weren't watching a movie, but we were watching the compilation of music videos he had put together, and that was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was cool just to be around like different people that, you know. I mean, there were all Ugo's friends and family, and it was a good time, man. I had a blast.
Yeah, me too.
And we were at the draft house, and we were like seated like pretty far apart and stuff like that. So for the most part, for most people, I really so that just gets me pumped up. Like, dude, I'm ready to go back to the theater. Like, I don't know what movie I saw that I want. Oh,
Quiet Place 2.
Okay, so we want to go. I wanted to go see A Quiet Place 2 at that order, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, we'll see. Well, never mind. Unless you watch it a different day, but.
I mean, we can. We gotta talk to the wife. We'll hash these details out later. But I want to go see One Last Night in Soho. Edgar Wright.
Oh, I posted that trailer.
Yeah. I know. I watched it. Look good, dude.
How many times did you watch it? No. It looks interesting.
I was like, Onion Taylor-Joy.
No, but yeah.
I'm developing. I don't want to step on your toes here, buddy. I'm developing like.
That's fine. Come to my side. Come to my side, bro.
There ain't gonna be no coming.
Oh hell.
No, she's a great actress. Like, I'm really starting to like her as an actress. Like, I want to see, like, if I see that she's in a movie. That's the other movie I watched, Emma.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you never told me if you liked it or not.
I finished it. Yeah.
I was like, okay. Well, because you said the first time you didn't like it.
I started watching it. Yeah, the first time I started watching Emma, I never finished it, and I was just like, I'm not really into this. But I started it again, watched it all the way through, and I liked it. It was good.
That's good.
Yeah, and like, she's a great actress, phenomenal actress. I guess I just didn't like her character at first. She's all meddling in everybody's lives.
That's what she's supposed to be.
I didn't know.
I got you.
I didn't know, and then I saw where the story went, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, after that, and I was just like, I wonder what other movies she's done. So I didn't realize, we saw Split, we saw the Glass, but she hasn't really been in any, like, she hasn't really had any leading big movies. I think Queen's Gambit kind of like shot her star up a lot, right?
And then she's in that one with that other girl, Olivia Cook,
yeah.
Thoroughbreds. I don't know if you ever got a chance to watch that.
No, I haven't.
That was pretty good.
Was that like Anton Yelkin's last movie?
I don't know if it was his last, but probably
one of the last. Yeah, I need to watch that one next. That'll probably be on my list. Olivia Cook, dude. That's another. Gosh, she's such a good actress too.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I was like, what else did we see her in?
And
And
she
I was
has.
like,
Have you heard her real accent? Oh,
uh-uh.
Sound of Metal.
No,
Oh, she
well,
has this
no,
like
before that,
fucking nice British accent.
no,
It's
before
like
that,
Welsh.
me and you went to go see that. I just had it in my head. It's me, you, and the dying girl, but I forgot the name.
Oh, Me Earl and the Dying
Yeah,
Girl.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we saw that a long time
That's
ago.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That was an old one.
yeah.
But
I forgot she was in that.
yeah, she's the dying girl. And then the guy. I don't know if the main guy ever went off to go do anything else, but I know the friend. He was starting to pick up some roles. He was in Power Rangers and he had some other stuff, but I haven't seen him lately.
She's always playing a dying chick. She's in Bates Motel too.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Olivia Cook. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh,
how
that's
people-
a series. I'm sorry. I was thinking.
yeah, the series, not
yeah.
the movie. Mm-hmm. Or there is no movie. Oh, I think there is. I think part 2 is called like Bates Motel or something.
I don't know.
I could be wrong, but yeah, she's a great actress. I'm looking forward to the Game of Thrones prequel.
Oh, she's in that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't know her character, but House of Dragon. She's probably gonna get her head chopped off in the first season. They fucking kill everybody in those shows.
gotcha.
We'll see. We'll see if it's any good because the showrunners fucked up the last season. So
According to you or to everyone.
to everyone,
Oh, okay.
according to Reddit,
Oh, I got you. Oh, so that's everybody. Yeah. If it's bad on Reddit, it's bad everywhere.
you need to watch it, dude.
Valerie's already started it without me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, start it at work. I'll do you. I'll make a deal with you. You start Game of Thrones. I'll start The Office.
But those are 30-minute episodes compared to an hour.
Yeah, but you'll like.
And you're
these.
talking about like 10 seasons.
Okay, how many was The Office?
9, but in the okay,
Bitch.
you're okay. The Office complete
No, 8
series.
seasons.
Okay, The Office is probably gonna take you like 2 weeks if you started it from
Game of Thrones will
beginning to
take you like
a month,
No,
probably.
like 3 tops.
We'll see. I'll let you know if I start it.
Okay, if you let me know, then I'll start watching The Office.
All right. And then I'll be like, dude, I just finished the Game of Thrones. You're like, I only got to like season 1, episode 5.
Dunder Mifflin. I don't know. I don't know, man. But yeah, that's pretty much been my week, dude. Just staying busy, watching movies.
Yep.
I'm excited. You know, things are opening back up, so I'm just, you know what, man, I'm just gonna try to like waste my time going to the movies.
Oh, you know what I was gonna tell you
Catch
though?
up on all the shit we didn't see.
Exactly, but do you think this is gonna pan out in the end? I hope it does.
What?
Like they're like A Quiet Place 2. It's like you can only watch it in theater. Then I know HBO still has all of the Warner Brother movies, but I don't know. I know that one and one more that's coming out. They're like in the theater only type of movies.
Yeah, I mean, if Draft House, I'll go to the Draft House because the way they're still like keeping their seating like separated and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like, COVID or no COVID, like, I don't want to fucking be sitting next to some nasty stranger anyway. He's fucking farting and sneezing on me, so.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, if anyone's gonna be farting and sneeze on me, I'd rather it be
Be
you.
me?
Smell that Kreitz barbecue you just had before. But, yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, I'm like, I like, don't really care to be super close to strangers, but it's whatever.
No, I got you though. But actually, like some COVID stuff I wish it would stick around. Kind of like how, I mean, I like going places, but at the same time, it's kind of cool. It's like you're not gonna be right next to someone, and it's like
yeah, like limited spacing and stuff.
yeah, I really like that. It's just I don't know. To me personally, I prefer
Oh,
that.
for sure, I did too. Yeah.
It's like I'd rather it be like that than fucking swamped, and you're just like, let's just get out of here.
Keep the bars closed, save me some money.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah. I feel you on that one. I'm with you on that one. But what can you do? Anywho, I think I'm good.
I'm great. Was it
All right.
good for you as it was for me?
It was. It was everything you ever hoped for. I don't know if you guys can see the fireplace. We made a little comeback, so
Oh yeah, it's still
a
burning.
little throwback to season 1. That Eternal Flame. Oh, the Eternals trailer. We can't forget about that.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man. I it's funny because like a lot of people were talking not everyone talking shit, but from on the internet they were like, so the Eternals in the trailer they're like, we've been kind of not sleeping, but they're like we've been watching, and everyone's like, well, where were you at when Thanos snapped his fingers and this happened and this
And
happened?
now you want to.
Yeah, now
like,
you want to
what's-
show it.
Now it's good. Yeah.
And it
That's
has
their cousin Thanos.
yeah, and it has
Because they're like Titans or something, right?
there's something. I don't know exactly what all the backstory is, but it does have. I don't know the actor's name, and I'm sorry, but it has. He's the boy from Killing of a Sacred Deer, and he's like in a bunch of other movies that I
Oh,
like.
yeah.
And he's one of the Eternals, and I was like, oh hell
He's
yeah.
a weirdo. He looks like a weirdo, right?
Do you know how I am? Like just like Paul Dano, them weirdos, they
Oh,
sink
yeah.
me in, and I gotta watch what they do.
Like those chili bowl haircut,
Yeah.
having motherfucking old sling blade looking ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it looks good. I mean, I'm not gonna say it looks good because they really didn't show like who they're gonna fight or anything like that. But as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh, I gotta watch it regardless.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, no, it looks good. And I like that Chloe Zhao, right?
Yeah. She just won best director.
Yeah, so I'm interested in seeing what she does with this. So it looks beautiful so far. So, well, yeah, that's gonna be it for the show, guys. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Our apologies, we've been absent. Blame Edward.
Sure.
Anywho, thanks for watching, and we look forward to the next one. Or Edward, you got any final words, final thoughts? Jerry Springer's final thoughts. Go.
Can't wait till we take you next week to Back to the Future.
Can't wait till next week when we take you back to the future.
Bye.
Bye.